the newest addition to the UFC middleweight division. Phillip Hawes, what's going on, Phillip? How you doing, man?
I'm always good, just living the dream. How you doing?
Good, good, man. It look like I'm catching you in the middle of a workout. Are you in quarantine?
Yeah, we're in quarantine. They just put us in quarantine at the hotel, so but the work doesn't stop. We got to get it in. So we're in the room working out a little bit.
What does a hotel workout look like for you?
Like a prison workout. No, but no, it's all right. Same thing, it's just like a small gym practically. You got your teammates, you just work hard, hit the mitts, do some grappling, just usual routine.
Now, you're riding a four-fight win streak, four finishes, the longest streak of your fight career. What has clicked for you?
Man, there's so much that clicked for me. I surround myself by an amazing team. Stanford MMA. I got my individual coaches. I got Ray. I got my boxing coach. But I'm actually I might be like 6-0, if you include the Thai boxing and the kickboxing I did. So, and I think that's what helped me a lot get to that next level, as well as my mental coach I have. So I suffered with defeat, and I was like, hey, there's a hole in my game. So I moved to Thailand for a couple months, and just really patched that up. Really, just became a student of the art of stand-up fighting. So that's helped me, and that's why I'm here right now.
Stepping outside of MMA and going into just focusing on the striking aspects, was that uncomfortable for a while when you did that?
Yeah, extremely. But I think that's what makes the best because they do uncomfortable things. So when I moved to Thailand for a few months, the living conditions weren't the best, and I like as soon as I got there, and I'm not a puss, but as soon as I got there, I seen the living conditions, and it was like legit like Thai training. I'm like, I don't know, man, but I toughed it out, had a fight or two, and just made me better. It made me understand the culture and how Thai fighting, the way they warm up in the back of the events and everything, just helped me the psyche of fighting and just understand the art and appreciate the art of stand-up fighting. And now I'm doing a lot of more boxing, which if you've ever been to a boxing gym, it's tough stuff. So you take away one of my best aspects, which is my wrestling, and you put me in just stand-up fighting, and I'm becoming a shark in that. So it's going well.
Yeah, man, it's because when you look at certain fighters that are so well versed in one aspect, when they get into another martial art, they kind of go back to their old habits, when they get into a fight. But that probably helped you, right?
Yeah, exactly. Because you take one of my strongest suits, which is my wrestling division one wrestling, Juku national champ, and I don't have that, and I got to do what you're best at, and it's been helping me a lot. It's just helping me the calmness in the ring, and like, okay, I'm fine. This is what I do. And now I'm a stand-up fighter. Now I'm a boxer. Now I'm a Thai boxer. So it's helped a lot, and I appreciate this journey.
Yeah, in the Contender Series fight, I kind of noticed that about you. When you were in the ring, you seemed a lot calmer.
Yeah, and I contribute that to just surrounding myself with good guys. When you're in there sparring Rumble, when you're in there training with Michael Chandler, when you're in there we call him Tall Steve. He's like 6'8", dude, fights in
Yeah.
heavyweight dude, Linton. When you were in there with surrounding yourself with the elite of the sport, there's nothing anyone else can show you. So
Mm.
just surrounding myself with great people and just really focusing on my stand up and my, you know, other things outside of wrestling and jiu-jitsu.
With this fight coming up, it's a pretty quick turnaround. Did they offer this fight to you while you were still in Vegas?
I think it was a couple of days when I got home,
Mhm.
but it's what I do. I like to compete. So it was a no-brainer. As soon as my man just slid the contract across the table, it was like, yeah, let's sign me up.
So there was no time to take a break. You were just right back in there then.
Yeah, yeah. Well, this is what we live for. This is what we do. We fight. So I enjoy it.
Do you feel like you have kind of like a mentality of like there's no time to waste? It's like I got to get in there as much as I can right now because of course in the UFC they seem like they're giving fights to everybody if they want it.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. But there's also an aspect that you got to look like, hey, I still want to progress. If you're fighting every week, how much can you be learning? You're just always trying to stay in shape. And I train a lot, And a big part of my game, you see the increase in my stand up and the calmness I am, is because I'm learning and I'm growing. I'm taking the times off. I'm learning and growing and becoming a better mixed martial artist. So I think those times are actually important. Not if you want to fight, which is cool. Like I'm all about that too. but you gotta be able to coordinate with your team. Like, hey, okay, let's learn a little bit. Let's show something a little different. If we fight last week, how much can I really change from last week? You know, if you see me fight.
No doubt. Now you're debuting on the biggest card of the year, which is hype right there. I love it. And you're facing a good opponent in Jacob Malkoun. What is your approach when you break down an opponent?
Man, it's got that wrestling mindset. Really, just like I'm gonna go in there, I'm gonna do what I do, and you're gonna have to deal with it. You know, and sink or swim. How I approach the fight game. To me, like, let's see what's up. Let's see who's a better man.
Do you see anything special about Jacob that makes him different from other opponents?
Man, I don't sleep on any opponent, but I know he's training with awesome dudes. But I mean, there's nothing crazy. I mean, just like it's not another fight. You know, I've been in there with some crazy dudes. So, like I said, when you spar killers on a daily basis, like it's like okay, you know, it's normal. This is life now.
You mentioned Linton and Steve Mowry, Tall Steve earlier. Yeah. These guys are heavyweights. You're there with the heavyweight.
I'm saying. So when you're sparring heavyweights, heavyweights on a daily basis, Rumble, you know Rumble Johnson, Anthony.
Yeah.
When you're sparring these dudes, it's like, okay, well, you're not Rumble. You're tough. You're strong. You got not KO power, great, but like you're not Rumble. You're not a heavyweight. You know. So.
All right. Well, are you working at any other locations besides Sanford?
Stanford's my home base. I do a little boxing outside. My boxing coach Danny. I do a little. Of course, I do a lot of strength and conditioning at Phil DeRue's. I got another guy that helps me with boxing, Derek. So I'm just all patching together. I go Fight Sports, which is Cyborg, BJJ in Miami.
Oh, okay.
Together.
Wow, that's an incredible BJJ coach right there.
Yeah, he's a killer.
Yeah. Now, with you, you have international experience. How big of a factor is that? In your last couple of fights, you went to India, you went to Slovenia, compared to someone that has never went outside their country and fought.
Man, it's just it's a blessing. You get to travel and see the world. That's why we sign up. Like, hey, I want to be a fighter. I want to go see the world. I want to do what I love and travel to these amazing places. And I think it's a huge advantage because like everywhere that cage is, it's my home. So like it doesn't matter if it's in India, it doesn't matter if it's Madison Square Garden, it doesn't matter where else I've been, Slovenia, it doesn't matter, if it's in Thailand, wherever there's an opponent in an arena, and I'm there. I feel comfortable because I've been there so many times.
How do you see the UFC debut playing out? Another first round knockout?
That's the plan. They don't pay by round. Get me out of there.
Now, with your outlook on the division and your career in the UFC, are you looking to work yourself up in the division, or do you want them to strap a rocket ship on your back and propel you as fast as possible?
Man, I'm a big advocate on letting my game speak for itself. So like if I go out there and start knocking these dudes out, you got no choice but to feed me the big fish. So I'm gonna let my game speak for itself. And I'm gonna just do what I do, which is finish. As you see, all my fights has all been finishes. So if I finish, there's no way you can deny. So
you've been in the grind with Michael Chandler. He's about to, or he could make his UFC debut on the same event. He's the backup for Khabib and Gaethje. How is he looking ahead of this event?
Honestly, he's always looking good. So I don't know. Like every time he comes in, he's looking good. So he looks good. We grappled a couple days ago. He's looking tough, feeling strong. He's always doing cardio, so he's looking good. I hope he gets in.
So vintage Michael Chandler.
It's Michael Chandler, yes.
Yeah, man. I'm so excited to see you debut yourself, but I'm also excited to see Michael Chandler get in there and see what he can do with the best of the best.
Yeah, it's hard to say because he is the best of the best, like we've been waiting for this forever. There's always been that speculation in the air, like, hey, what happens if he gets to the UFC? And now he's here, and I can't wait to see what he does. He's gonna put on the show.
All right, man. Well, you're gonna put on a show too, man. October 24th, UFC 254, Abu Dhabi, Fight Island. Thank you, Phillip, so much for the time, man. I'll hit you back up, and good luck and all the best.
Hey, thank you, brother. I appreciate it.